How's it going, everybody? It is Sam with BFPGear.com, and today I've got all of these items on the table, and they're all going to have one thing in common, and they're going to help you beat the heat this summer when it comes to playing paintball, or even just going out to the paintball field, going out to a tournament, helping out, that kind of thing. These are all going to be summer essential pieces of equipment that you're definitely going to want, so that way you can stay nice and cool and not overheat when you go out and play paintball. So let's go ahead and just start looking at all these items, and let's help you beat the heat this summer so you can play the most paintball. A quick note before we get started and deep dive into some of these items here that are going to help you beat the heat this summer. All prices that are said in this video are at the time of the video being made. So if you want to get the most updated information, we're going to put links in the description below, and you can always click that and get the most current information. The first two things on this list is going to be hydration and headgear. When it comes to hydration, you just pick what you want. Just make sure you're not drinking any like energy drinks, sodas, just anything that's going to basically dehydrate you. Energy drinks are definitely not good because you'll burn out a little bit faster. I always recommend you just grab like a hydro flask or a bottle of water or something like that. Gatorade, Pedialyte, coconut water, just whatever you like. I like to take out my little hydro flask here, and I fill it up with liquid IV. That's pretty much what I hydrate with for any of the summer days I go out and play. Set that bad boy down. But the next thing is, you'll see that I'm wearing a piece of headgear, and there is different headgear that is available. Headgear is really important when it comes to playing paintball in the summertime because, well, they have this right here. This is a terrycloth, and terrycloth is going to help absorb sweat and moisture from, your forehead, your brow, that kind of thing. It's going to prevent it from getting down into your goggles. But a nice thing that you can do with things like these headbands or even this head wrap is if it gets a little too warm outside, you can always take this, dunk it in a cooler that's full of ice water, and then you apply it to your forehead. And that's going to keep you really nice and cool, and then you can get out and play more paintball. Similarly to the headbands with like the terry cloth, there are also head wraps. The biggest difference with headbands and head wraps is, as you can see with this headband I have on here, you tie it around the back. Pretty simple. This one, you do something very similar with the head wraps, I should say. Terry cloth goes onto your forehead, and then you have this black mesh, and that will drape over your head, and it'll go over your neck as well, and then you just Velcro it on to secure it. And the reason why you do that is because now you have this extra layer that is protecting the top of your head, and it's also covering your neck, which will prevent some sunburn. So headbands and head wraps are really, really good options. Alternatively to that, you can always pick up one of the HK Army skull wraps. Doesn't have a terry cloth, it is expandable, like it's this really stretchy material, but it still has the same principle with that black mesh, drapes over the back of your neck to keep it nice and cool. And this is going to be more of like a, kind of like a, I guess a compression fit style beanie. I guess that's one way to put it, but it'll keep your head nice and cool when you're playing out in the heat. Or alternatively, if you go and play in the wintertime, this will keep your head nice and warm. But headgear is step one when it comes to beating the heat, especially during the summertime. Next up is going to be the shirts that you wear. So we've got some dry fit shirts here. Dry fit material is really amazing because it's nice and stretchy, and it is very thin, very soft, but it is durable, and it feels really, really good. During these hot summer days, I always wear one of these bad boys because it's going to keep my body nice and cool as I play, and it's also like the perfect underlayer for when I put a jersey on over it. But alternatively, when it gets cold outside, these will keep you nice and warm. We also have a variety of different styles, different sizes, and you can check them all out, obviously, on our website. I mean, I'm wearing one right now, and you can pick this up right now. Alternatively, if you don't like wearing t-shirts, you can always pick up one of these HK Army tank tops. These tank tops are really nice. They have this mesh style kind of material to it. It's like dry fit, but it almost feels more like a jersey. But it's going to give you really good ventilation, and again, keep you really nice and cool when you're playing out on those hot summer days. Next up is going to be some of the playing gear that you wear, which namely is going to be a jersey. JT Glide jerseys, these are amazing lightweight jerseys. We've got them in a variety of different styles and different sizes. I picked this retro bubble one because honestly the retro bubble look is just super, super cool. But this is a really, really thin jersey that is also just kind of got like a mesh finish throughout the entire jersey, making it nice, thin, again, giving you that maximum airflow. So that way when you're out there playing, that airflow is going to keep you nice and cool. These jerseys are currently priced at $64.95, and you can check out what we have available color-wise and size-wise. Alternatively, if you're trying to save maybe a quick buck or two, JT just released the seasonal jerseys. Now the seasonal jerseys don't really have that mesh finish to them. It's going to fit more kind of like, almost like the dry fit shirts that you just saw earlier. But these ones are nice because they're only $49.95, and they've got this mesh that goes underneath the arm and right in the pits along the side of your ribs. And we all know that you definitely need ventilation there because we need to exhaust that heat from here and honestly get rid of some of the stink. But these jerseys are really, really nice, and they come in a variety of different styles. You can check out what we have available right now on BFPGear.com. But again, brand new, and they are priced at $49.95, making them one of the cheapest jerseys that you can get. Last but certainly not least are going to be the little miscellaneous goodies that you can get to beat the heat. And obviously, as you can see here, I've got a straw hat on, and I've got the BFPGear cooling towel. These are two really, really amazing, important little items that you can get because the straw hat is really awesome because you've got this large brim that goes all the way around, and that is going to keep the sun off of, your face, off your neck, your ears, that kind of thing. And we also have them in two different sizes, and we have them in two different designs. The sizes are going to be 7.5-inch diameter for, your head, and then 7.25 inch. And you can pick between these two designs. We've got the Dynasty one here that's got the Year of the Dragon patch on it, and it's going to have the blue dragon underneath, or you can pick up the BFP one with the all over logos on the bottom. These bad boys are priced at $29.95 each. Pick one up because this is going to be an amazing thing that is going to help you keep the sun just out of your face, off your head in general, and it just feels really nice. But to go with that, for $6.95, BFPGear cooling towel, all you do is you take this bad boy out of this little package. You're going to basically run it under water or dunk it in a cooler full of water, and then you just wring it out, snap it, put it over your neck, over your head, do whatever you want with this thing, and it's going to keep you really nice and really cool. I cannot recommend this thing enough because it has been super hot here in California. I mean, I think we had one week in July where we were sitting here at like 110 degrees plus for like 7 days straight. This was an absolute lifesaver. If you didn't have one of these, it was just not a fun time. But highly recommend getting yourself a BFPGear.com cooling towel. And there you have it. Everything that you're going to need to go play paintball and beat the heat this summer, whether you are playing in an area that's got really, really dry, hot heat, or if you're in an area where it's just more humid and the heat sticks to you. Either way, these are going to be really, really helpful items that are going to help you stay nice and cool while you go out and play paintball this summer. If you're curious about any of these goodies and you want the most up-to-date information, we're going to have all the links in the description down below, and you can click those links and get the most up-to-date information. And, well, please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notified when the next video is uploaded. And again, and as always, curious about any of these goodies? Well, I think you know where to get them, and that is bfpgear.com.